Hello everyone, welcome to Trade Concepts. Before I get started, I am not a licensed financial advisor. Anything I say is suggestive and for entertainment purposes only. Trade at your own risk. So in a couple of my previous videos, I had covered a very basic strategy called Renko Simplified. And what you see before you is basically the setup for Renko Simplified. But there should be something also you should look out for when trading this method. From time to time, you may come across divergence. And I've already got it drawn out here, as you can see, as the market's going up, and you can see stochastic is going down. And that's a clear sign of divergence. So how do we trade divergence? How do we go ahead and take profit on a divergent situation? So I've got some examples here I'm going to show you and kind of uh, hopefully lay this out where it's simple to follow and easy to understand here. So once you get to the point where you see the divergence, what you want to do is you still want to continue with my method of Renko simplified, where you're taking the second red brick down. In this case, you take this red brick down here and you'd enter at this point right there. Okay, so now the question is take profit. Where are you going to take profit? Well, if you look left, this point right here, right there, that will be probably your first zone of taking profit. And as you can see how the market is, it's actually coming right on down to try to test this zone that it was previously in. And in this market's live right now, so it's kind of doing its thing, kind of going, back and forth or whatever. Uh, and it may very well hit this zone. If it does, if you would have gotten in this trade, that's these are 50 pip bricks, by the way. That'd have been 150 pips of profit. So that would have been a very nice trade. Let's just look left here and see what else I found. Now here's another one. This is divergent. You can see obviously the market was going up like this. Stochastic was going down. And this one here would have been a really, really nice trade. You're not going to get all the profit on all these, but if you can get a good sizable profit on these, I think that's great. As you can see in this position here, you would have gotten in there at that point, and if you would have waited right here, that was a zone right there, and you're looking for these zones where you're going to take profit. So in this case, it would have been 100, 200. That's 250 pips. I mean, that's a great trade. There's a lot of people out there that can't say they can get 250 pips, in profit. So that's that's a great trade. And let's say if you took part of your position out and you are more of a risky trade here, you could say this zone here, as you look left, you can see there's a little bit of a zone there too. You can say, oh, okay, well, I'll take a good portion of my position out here, at the first red line or the top red line here, and maybe you're trying to get a little bit more. In this case, it would have worked out to your advantage there to do so. I mean, but you never know what the market's going to do. So that's just the risk you take, and that's just trading at its core. It's a risk. But that take profit one zone, it's very effective. Let's just keep Whoops. We'll just keep looking left here, and I want to show you a few more examples. Okay, so you can see right here we are divergent. I know this looks kind of weird as far as the structure of how it looks for being divergent, but Renko, I think, makes it look a little smoother to do so. As you can see right here, we're not entirely oversold on this position, but regardless, you can see it was in a consolidation right here, and it did show some divergence, and then of course it went up, and that was a winner trade. Now here's a really good one here. I really like this trade. It's a if you would have seen this, always hindsight's always 20/20, of course, but you can see how this was going down, stochastic was going up, and we're in a way oversold position. This would have been a fantastic trade. You would have entered. Whoops, my bad. You would have entered at the second blue brick, and your first take profit would have been, you look left, and you can see where it had previously hit a zone right here. In this case, that would have been a 51. That's 250 pips again. That's a great trade. Oh, here's another one right here. So you can see we're kind of going up right here. It had started just about right in this area where it was overbought, and then of course it went up like this. See how it's going down in the stochastic area? So you could have entered here, and in this case, now could have been a couple places you could have decided to go on the take profit on this. Number one, if you looked left, see where it hit here? You could have said, well, that could have been a take profit. If you got in here, there's not much there. I mean, you're looking at 50 pips worth, But as you go down, you can see you had a couple touches right here. This looks like more of a zone or an order block, if you will, that is more dominant. And as you can see, it obviously went down. That was a 250 pip move to hit that zone. So when you looking left and seeing where structure might have hit is going to help you to determine your take profit zone. Let's continue to look left here. As you can see, again, we were oversold here. You can see that it's divergent. You can see right here, obviously, very easy to see. You would have gotten in here, and where would be your take profit? Well, in this situation, if you were to look at it, when you look left, you could have said this would have been maybe a zone where you want to take some profit. Not a whole lot of on the table there, but there's 150 pips. But again, 150 pips could be very good, for a lot of traders out there. You can even could have said that even here, because you can see right here, looked like there was a double top right here. You can see that could have been a zone too. So depending on your risk and what you wanted to do, obviously this got hit relatively easy for profit at this zone here. But you can also see the other zone right here. It definitely got hit. And that would have been, 100, 200, 250 pips again. So that would have been successful. Here's another divergence here that we see. You can see the market going down, as stochastic is going up. And again, you get in here. Where's your take profit? Okay, and in this case, just again, look left. You can see right in this area, right here in this area, and you can even say even here. Because see, see this touch right here. You get a good hit here. Looks like it bounces right here. So you can see that there's a little bit of an order block right in this area. And then that's about 150 pip move right there. Okay. You would have liked to maybe put the take profit up right at this top of this blue brick here, but it just seemed like it was a little bit cleaner right here because you had the hit here, you had the bounce off here, and then it does happen where nothing's ever perfect how it reads in the market, but it would have been a better precise place to maybe try to get your profit on this one. 150 pips is still good though. And as you can go back, it's easy to go back in time and see these things. Here's another one. Obviously, it went up. You could easily see that your take profit zone, it could have been here, and that wouldn't have been a lot of money on the table, 100 pips. But if you ended up taking it up here, or up right in here in this zone anyway, anywhere right in there, you can see that would have been a monster trade there as well. Here's another one that's divergent, and you can just go on and on and on with divergence on a Renko chart. The point is it's just another okay, it's just another way for you to get a very high probability trade that will yield you a lot of pips and add to your bottom line. So excuse me. So definitely look for this, and this is going to work on a lot of your currency pairs out there. And I tend to think that 50 pip boxes help slow things down enough in the market where you'll be able to catch some of these moves and be able to read your order block zones. I think it's relatively easy to see these from the examples I showed you here. Hopefully this video was informative. Hopefully you can use it to your advantage. Best of luck to you out there trading, and thanks for watching.